Wednesday. Sarah's got her Wednesday dance going. Boom.
Is it
I
a
like
Wednesday
snap.
dance?
Yeah.
It's like
little
we hear
snap.
that music, you start getting pumped up for the show.
I saw that. I saw that. That was very nice. Yeah, moving to the rhythm, moving to the beats.
Maybe we'll get you a nice Wednesday dance as well.
Oh yeah, we need a little Wednesday jingle here as we get you ready for KSAT News Now. We're streaming and podcasting daily, and Sarah is back with us this morning. How's it going?
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed you guys.
Oh, you did. Yeah.
Oh, you don't believe me?
I could tell by the dance. Yeah. The
Yeah.
dance definitely shows that you were kind of missing us a little
Okay,
bit.
Before we do the show, we
here we
meet
go.
in producer Alyssa's office. She's
Yeah.
the only one in the newsroom that actually has an office besides our news director. It's wild to me. It's in the corner of the
just
newsroom.
moved in there, yeah.
She kind of just
took
made
over
it.
the
Yeah.
place, yeah. Mhm.
And I love our morning chats, and we go over the headlines and everything. So. And it's nice.
Yeah, it is
And sometimes
nice.
we just end up bugging Alyssa for an hour.
Pretty much. That's what it ends up being, yeah, as we get ready for our stories. Of course, a mix of top stories, trending news, and how much things stay actually in that office. You know, we kind of keep some things in there.
So
a
lot of good banter happens in that office.
There we go. That's a good way to put it. But one of our top stories that we're going to go over here in just a bit is these dueling protests downtown over a drag show. So we're going to talk about that, and then also new details on a deadly explosion on the southeast side.
And the Pearl offering free parking again.
Yeah.
But this time it's just for the holidays, and not everyone is happy about it. So we'll explain, and we'll also explain what was the most searched tickets of the year.
Yeah, very interesting list, as we always like to look back at the year-end-year list. Were you surprised by the top?
Here's the tease.
Okay.
T-Swift, I'm sure you think that she's number one. She's not.
Okay.
Another musician beat her.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a good tease, Sarah. Knocked off the top spot there. We will talk about that here in just a bit, but first we're going to start with protests in downtown San Antonio as tensions were high as supporters of the LGBTQ plus rights community and also the supporters of a drag show rallied against another group ahead of a performance there at the Aztec Theater last night.
That's right. So the theater held a drag performance called A Drag Queen Christmas that was open to all ages, but the Texas Freedom Force, that's the other group protesting, they protested that the show should be 18 and up.
Yeah, and both groups showed up to the theater armed and claimed that they only brought guns because the opposing side was bringing guns as well. San Antonio police also had a large presence, as you could imagine, and the show, and actually stood between both groups of people throughout the entire night.
I know that video looks a little dark for those that are watching online right now. It looks like it's a Sky 12 video.
Right.
But Tuesday night's rally and protest comes amid drag shows, not just here, but across the country, being canceled for reported threats. Locally, that includes the Starlighter, as events have been canceled through the end of the year.
Yeah, and we had reported on that, I think last week when they made that announcement. So the Texas Freedom Force said that they didn't make any threats towards the Starlighter and that they would not have been protesting last night if the age limit was increased to 18 and up.
So the crowds outside didn't deter people from actually going to the Aztec. People were lined up outside waiting for the show. So both groups showed up armed, but fortunately, nothing violent, no situation came about this.
I was reading, there were a couple of people that obviously kind of got riled up, and for the most part, police kind of either calmed them down or escorted them outside, out of the area to avoid any sort of violent clashes of any sort. So, but again, we're seeing this, this is a pretty disturbing trend when it comes to threats against the LGBTQ plus community, the nightclub shooting that we had in Colorado Springs, and obviously this latest news with the drag show that they had to cancel their event. So interesting perspective
hopefully
from both sides.
everything stays peaceful.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, now on to our next story. Crews have wrapped up work at the site where an explosion killed 4 people in the city's southeast side. This, of course, was a story that our Jonathan Cotto brought us first on GMSA on Sunday morning.
Yeah, so over the past couple of days, we've gotten more information about this and really kind of the latest details here. So it happened at a home that was built underground on the property of K-Bar. So this is a construction company that's located in the 9700 block of South Presa Street.
This is just south of, I'm blanking on the name.
South.
Brooks.
There you go.
It's just south of Brooks, maybe less than a mile away from the Brooks area.
And a pretty big property too.
Yeah, so I know it's 75 acres.
Yeah.
So Fire Chief Charles Hood said the house was set about 12 feet below the ground. It had a tunnel with concrete walls reinforced with rebar and was built on a 75-acre site. Officials did not say whether the owners were any of those victims.
Yeah, and just looking at our Sky 12 video that we've gotten over the past few days, you could just see the, just the site, how large this was. So another fire official there, Fire Division Chief Doug Berry, said that some people on the property actually reported smelling gas prior to the explosion. He then said that a propane tank connected to the home was being investigated as a possible cause, even though nothing's been made official, but he would not comment on whether he thought the explosion was a criminal act.
So Hood said that the possibility of a drug lab or explosive devices have been ruled out as potential causes of the blast. The medical examiner's office has released the identities of 2 of the 4 victims so far, 36-year-old Roger Huron Jr. and 28-year-old Ashley Ottoby. Our Jonathan was out there doing a terrific job covering this on Sunday morning, and overnight Sunday, our newsroom was just getting influx of so many people calling, trying to figure out what happened, saying, hey, like I live. Some people like a mile, 2 miles away said they woke up to their house shaking.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. I remember seeing our
And then rumors,
there.
of course, were just flying about what really happened.
And that's why, I mean, a lot of people were wondering why the fire department or the arson unit had not responded or had not given any sort of public comments. But I think because if you see just how large that site was, that explosion site, and just the amount of probably the investigative process. I mean, obviously they wanted to take their time and debunk some of those rumors, but also share the latest information.
In the presser, Chief Hood did say, look, like this is a huge property. And when you have an explosion like that, even though they have finished their wrap of the investigation, they might find pieces from that explosion just so far away from the actual explosion site.
Yeah, very, very interesting story. Obviously, it's caught the attention of a lot of people in our area. And again, 2 other victims. We know the ages, 61 and 57, both men, still need to be formally identified, and we will give you that latest information when we get it.
All right, let's talk Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, here we go.
San Antonio, we love Bad Bunny.
We do, yeah.
And Ticketmaster, this time Ticketmaster Mexico, they're in hot water, stands to face millions of dollars in fines after more than 1,000 fans were denied an entrance to Bad Bunny's concert in Estadio Azteca over the weekend after being told their tickets were not valid.
Yeah, this is pretty disappointing for all those fans there. So they apparently bought tickets here through Ticketmaster legally. So this was all done through the website. Many concert goers were then told that their tickets had been duplicated or cloned, meaning that their ticket had already been used by someone else. So you could just imagine just being excited to go to this show. Obviously, he's done, I mean, this tour has been off the walls. It's been amazing. And then to get to the front and being told that information.
Pretty
very disheartening.
Upsetting. So Estadio Azteca confirmed on Friday that Ticketmaster Mexico had detected cases of duplication and or falsification of tickets, and as a result, these accesses were canceled. So stadium officials said that in a statement, and the move was made to guarantee the safety of all those attending the Bad Bunny concert.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so affected individuals here are encouraged to file their complaints directly with the Ticketmaster service, and that was also part of what they were talking about, officials there. But again, I mean, I think it was like thousands, right, that were not allowed entry.
At least 1,000.
Yeah.
Our producer extraordinaire Alyssa said that she was watching on TikTok.
Yeah.
And most of the time when at Bad Bunny concerts, when they take those aerial shots of everyone in the stand, it's like a wave of people, and she said it was looking real spotty, but that's because of these. It's not that he didn't sell out, because he's selling out everywhere.
Right, right. Oh,
it gotta be weird for Bad Bunny. He's like, what's going on? I thought we did well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, definitely. So basically what we're saying is that they flagged what they thought were some duplicate tickets. So then they didn't allow those people to go in.
And I get that, because they're trying to be safe and try to avoid frauders from getting in. But at the same time, you're actually hurting the people who bought those tickets.
Yeah, there's been a lot of bad news with the Ticketmaster so far this year. But you know what? Again, this is the problem. They're kind of the one sort of big ticket service that we have, and kind of deal with a lot of their issues right now.
Not having a good year.
No, definitely
Maybe the
not.
Swifties will change that. We'll get to more to that in just a bit.
We will. But bringing things back here to our area, how about this? The Pearl has given its goers a little Christmas present, free parking.
But it's only for 3 hours, Monday through Friday, and Pearl officials were hoping to spread a little Christmas cheer by temporarily bringing back the free parking, but the public, they weren't having it.
No, it appears public not so thankful here, and this might sound like a great deal to some, but remember, free parking had always been available at the Pearl up until last month, and that's when the free lots changed to paid parking, much to the chagrin of many people, including myself. I remember going, I was like, what? This has been free for years.
Everyone's upset. And of course, commenters on social media, they were not having it either. They were posting all kinds of comments, saying that they no longer even go to the Pearl. They used to go to the Pearl every weekend, and now they only go once a month because the parking is so expensive.
Yeah, and this is something, that's a bit of a bummer here because it's become such a popular area, not only for shopping, eating, just kind of hanging out. And this is a shame here, but
I have my
3
secret
hours.
spot.
You got those 3 hours.
I have my secret spot that I don't want to tell. I told you guys. It happened in our closed door
she did.
meetings that we don't repeat.
Her spot.
But it's my spot, and I'm sticking to it.
You're gonna see my Jeep there. You're gonna be.
You know what?
How dare he?
When I drove by an hour ago, my spot was taken.
Oh.
It's like cat's out of the bag already.
Hopefully
People know about it.
Not out. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Free parking is free parking for
a
little bit.
It is 3 hours,
but
Monday through Thursday. It helps. Every little
Not
bit
even
helps,
the weekends.
It does get pretty expensive on the weekends. But
fun.
It is what it is.
Well, meteorologist Madeline Montgomery.
There it is again. The alliteration. I love it.
A lot of M's there.
Yes, a lot of M's. All right. We've got a nice trivia question today. What meteorological phenomena typically elevates mountain cedar levels in San Antonio? So our 4 choices: cloud cover, cold fronts, lightning, or sunshine.
I'm going to go with B.
Okay, Sarah was ready. She's like, this is it.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say
I get
B
sick.
too.
I get sick every time a cold front comes in. My
Okay.
allergies get
Okay, see, you're
there
kind of
we
putting 2
go.
and 2 together. Yeah, I'm going to go B too because I know we got a slight cold front, right? And the mountain.
You guys are.
I was like, I know I'm not a
I think I've
hypochondriac.
just been.
No, that was
Benadryl
wonderful.
for a reason.
So when male trees pollinate in the hill country late in the year, cold fronts that then pass through the area will turn our winds in from the north, and that will transport that pollen into the San Antonio area. And the reason why I bring that up is because, yes, we had a cold front that moved through yesterday, and maybe if you woke up this morning with some sniffles or your eyes were a little itchy, that was because we actually have seen our mountain cedar count this Wednesday kind of grow a little bit. I believe so. So mountain cedar is high today, molds are high today, so those allergens are definitely elevated here this Wednesday. Of course, we were expecting that just because, again, we had that front move through and our winds turned in from the north and we're able to kind of transport some of that pollen into our area. And you can see we still do have those northwest winds on hand at about 20 miles per hour. It's breezy out there. I think some gusts upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour will be the theme throughout the remainder of the day. Check this out though, dew points drastically lower than where we were this time yesterday, in the 20s here in town, so that adds to that comfortableness factor when you do step outside, and that's also one of the reasons why we have the sunshine in place here this Wednesday. Temperature is comfortable as well, sitting at 66 degrees this 11 a.m. hour. Now as we head into the afternoon, more sunshine is expected. It's going to be a beautiful day, although it will be a little breezy and gusty at times. Temperatures climbing into the upper 60s here in San Antonio, and then we'll see those temperatures drop off into the 50s later tonight. Now with clear skies in place, drier air as well, that is the perfect setup for a cold start to our Thursday and into Friday as well. Here in town, we'll likely start off the next couple of mornings in the upper 30s, so jackets definitely going to be needed stepping out for the morning drive tomorrow and Friday as well. Plenty of sunshine the theme tomorrow, temperatures in the upper 60s, around 67 here in San Antonio. Friday, we start to see the cloud cover increase just a little bit, and then Saturday, even more cloud cover, maybe a couple of isolated showers, and because of that and a reinforcing push of some of that colder air, high only near about 50 degrees as we head into the upcoming weekend. So overall, today is going to be beautiful. Tomorrow is going to be beautiful as well. And really into Friday. Saturday, a little gloomy out there and chilly. And then as we head into next week, we're getting ready for the Christmas holiday. The extended forecast still looking pretty cold there as well.
Sarah Spivey wrote an article that I'm sure is getting a lot of traction.
Fantastic
on
article.
KSAT.com. Shout out Sarah Spivey.
Shout out, doing the most.
About Christmas being cold, maybe even seeing our first freeze before Christmas.
Right. By this time, a lot of folks have probably seen a lot of posts swirling around on social media regarding the holiday forecast here in San Antonio. Just with the way long-range models work that far in advance, some of them not completely accurate. So of course we need to kind of rein those expectations in. But with what we know right now, is that yes, trends are looking colder than average for the Christmas holiday. Of course, we still have a lot of details to fine tune in the next 10 days, kind of reaching up to that. So of course, we will continue to do that and update you as we get more of that fine-tuned information in.
Feeling like Christmas.
Feeling like Christmas.
Yeah,
yes,
and,
exactly.
So people can go out to the Pro today and enjoy some nice.
Well, they have until tomorrow. They better go today and tomorrow.
3 hours. You got 3 hours to enjoy this.
Better go.
3 hours of fun, but not on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Wow.
Not bitter at all. Thank you, Mia.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Mia.
guys.
Appreciate it. Okay, so wanted to talk first about.
We do have some late breaking news, and I'm sure you might have seen it on social media. It broke about an hour ago. DJ Twitch, he was known for Ellen DeGeneres' show. The DJ, he has sadly passed away. He was found dead in in a hotel room by his wife.
Yeah, and for people that obviously followed Ellen and saw this DJ Twitch's career kind of take off, he was a very popular dancer, right?
He got his start on So You Think You Can Dance. He was a judge there, but really his career took off as DJ's Ellen, and he's known for his dance moves, and he's got, I think, about a little over 4 million followers on TikTok, and I know he was very inspirational to a lot of dancers like JoJo Siwa and a lot of the younger generation of dancers. So it was really tragic. He was married, and he also had a child.
So we posted this story on our website. It already, and on Facebook as well. It already has 60 comments. A lot of people saying that this is so sad, bless his heart, and it's the top viewed story right now on our website. So a lot of people are kind of very interested in this latest news here.
It says on KSAT.com, it says that his death was an apparent suicide, which is tragic, and I'm sure that they're still trying to figure out exactly what happened there.
Yeah, definitely. But very sad news there. Obviously, a very well-known individual, and this you had this reaction. You were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it!" But this is pretty sad news.
He was so young, only 40 years old.
All right, so we were talking earlier about Bad Bunny, Taylor Swift, the Swifties, and the reason we bring this up is because we wanted to do this again. We did this yesterday, some of the trending stories of the year, most searched things, and now we're looking at the most Googled ticket searches in 2022.
Yeah, these are the trending searches for tickets. Number one is Disneyland, but that makes sense because how many families across the country are getting tickets to Disneyland? They're also like very expensive.
They went up in price, so obviously a lot of people were kind of now once again traveling and going on these vacations and stuff, so obviously they wanted to know a lot of stuff about Disney. But second place here,
not Taylor Swift.
No.
I'm upset, but I'm also not that upset because it's Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, how about that? We talk about that. It's Bad Bunny's world right now. We're just living in it.
Get this, he grossed $435 million from his tours alone.
Is incredible. Yeah.
With all the concert dates sold out, a total attendance of over 575,000 fans.
Yeah, unbelievable. And remember, I mean, here at the Alamo Dome, I mean, just an incredible show from everyone. Alyssa, right? Incredible show? Bad Bunny? Yeah, she's just nodding.
You went to Bad Bunny? She went to Bad Bunny? I did not. Did you get in the swag line when people were? Remember when people lined up 3 days before for the swag line?
She did
didn't
not
do
get the
that.
swag line, yeah.
It's wild.
I remember I did a story actually out there with people waiting in line and the Bad Bunny fever that
raining
had
on
taken
them.
over the Alamo Dome. Yeah, it was an interesting time. Going over some other of the top 10 here. Phillies tickets. How about this? Max.
You
would Max
skipped over
Massey be proud?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, I did skip over.
Number 3 is Taylor Swift. We can't. I mean, we
Yeah.
know about Taylor. She basically, broke the internet when her Eras tour went on
Because
sale.
that was your big ticket search this
That
year.
was my big
Yeah.
ticket search. I didn't actually. I got tickets,
Yeah.
but I didn't spend the time getting the tickets. I had someone else do it for me. Shout out Liz
Nice.
Sullivan, one of my friends.
Miss Sullivan getting a lot of shout outs
I
here
know.
for her quick action with these.
But we know
Taylor
we
Swift
know the
tickets.
story in Taylor Swift. I mean, their Swifties are basically taking on Ticketmaster.
Another Ticketmaster drama there. Phillies tickets. Shout out Max Massey. I don't know, is Max over there? Okay.
He's not.
He is.
Oh, there he
Phillies
is.
tickets, baby. Yes.
I wish it was the Astros. I know. I got your text. It should have been.
Oh God. Here
I
we
don't know
go.
what the
We're going off
mascot
rails
is.
now.
Max, no one knows what the Phillies. We're in
It's
Texas.
that weird green guy. It's the weird green mascot.
It's the
yeah.
green guy.
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
Philly fanatic. That's what he's called,
the
right?
Philly fanatic.
Yes. Love that guy.
I don't know. Max sent me a
Baby, love
gif
that
of
guy.
that. So it should be.
Blink
the
182
Astros.
tickets, 5th place. That's
is it,
old.
2001?
I know Warped Tour is back all of a sudden.
Well, they got back together.
Yeah, and they're actually going to be up in Austin. I saw that recently. I did not get tickets to them. I saw them a long time ago.
Travis Barker is having a career resurgence because he married Kourtney Kardashian.
That's
so now
right,
it's got
that's
fans
right.
like me,
Yeah.
a Kardashian that keeps up. I'm a keeper-upper
Now
of the
you're-
Kardashians. Now
Into Blink 182.
I mean, no, I liked Blink when I was like in
Yeah.
6th grade. I
Yeah.
was never allowed to go to Warped Tour. Thanks, Patty, my mom. Was never allowed.
Patty, how dare you? Some other ones here. Black Panther, obviously a big hit movie this year. Paul McCartney tickets, okay. San Diego Padres, another
Oh,
Major
they're
League
in the
Baseball
playoffs
team.
with the Phillies.
They played the Phillies in the National League Championship Series, and then Coachella, and I didn't know who Steve Lacy was.
I didn't know who Steve Lacy was either. Oh, Alyssa. She's not. Do you know who Steve Lacy
She
is?
knows. We
She
talked
knows, but
about
she's
this,
like
yeah.
cooler than us.
I know.
I
She's way more
asked.
hip.
I asked Mark. I asked Max. I asked photographer Asian. No one knew who Steve Lacy was. Stephanie Serna knew who Steve.
Well,
And
I wonder why it's because
he's
Rooney
like
and-
24 years old.
Yeah.
He's really big on TikTok
Yeah.
and music and stuff.
I had to be because of Rooney or Luis. I mean, Luis is a big
I think I'm
music
sure
guy
it
as
was
well.
Rooney. She's much younger.
Okay, so that is a look at the most Googled ticket searches of the year, and shout out to who got first place again? Disneyland. There you go.
Disneyland.
Bad Bunny. Wanted to mention real quick the Spurs playing tonight is NBA Jersey Day. And
getting
they're going to be
wrapped.
wearing their Fiesta tickets. We're getting the wrap. We're getting the hook right now. And thanks again for
I'm
being
gonna
with us.
hook you off stage.
I got a shout out to the Spurs. Here we go. Yeah. Bye, y'all. Have a good one.
Bye.